and Jumbo, welcome to the channel. Does your child struggle with separation anxiety in the morning at drop-off? Does your child cry and both of you are sad and you're wondering what you can do to make it easier for your child and yourself? I want to give you some strategies, and when implemented well, I know for sure they work because they have worked for me for so many years as an early childhood educator. Now listen, I know this too well because I went through this when my children were young. I was the one who was anxious, not my children. So my children were feeling off, not sure exactly what to expect or whether my children would be okay at preschool because it was their first time. I was that mom, believe me. I would drop off, then go back, then come back again, and then go, and then come back at that time. Can you imagine? It was like dropping off 3 times. And then I could wonder, why are my children crying? And I know I'm comforting them. And it was tough for a few weeks. So these strategies I'm going to give you today, I know they have worked. One, create a consistent morning routine as much as you can. When does the morning routine start? It starts last night. It does. Empower your child to own the process. How do you do that? Give them the choices. Give them the choices to make the decisions so that they can own and feel that they are part of that process. How do you do that? You can give them 2 choices of clothes to choose from, 2 choices of shoes to choose from. Choose the music they can wake up to. You're empowering them. This helps them feel secure, feel safe, own the process, know the expectation for themselves. Stick to the same goodbye ritual. If it is a kiss goodbye or a hug, kiss, goodbye, and wave, do that every single time. Make it consistent, don't change. Even if they cry, make it a routine so that at least the children can be able to predict. Number 2, prepare your child in advance. How do you prepare? Discuss about daycare on a daily basis with your child. Talk to them what they would like to see, what to expect, what is their favorite thing at a daycare or a preschool. If it is the first time, I recommend that you honestly do a dry run. Go and see the school so that at least the child can be able to familiarize themselves with the space, at least get rid of the fear of the unknown. Number 3, use positive reinforcement, describing the action the child is making to make the process easier. It could be as simple as making the choice. I notice now your backpack is ready and your water bottle is ready and you prepared that by yourself. You should be so proud of yourself. Okay, notice I'm saying that we should tell the child that they should be proud of themselves. Why? Because when we say children, we are proud of them, we make them have the obligation to impress us. And this time we want to empower the child to own the process. Also, I'm not talking about positive reinforcement by rewarding things with the material things, for example, stickers or the candy. Because what will happen when the child says, I don't want the sticker, or I don't want that candy? I have never had the child who says, do not describe what I'm doing and that I should be proud of myself. It always works. Number 4, get that stuffed animal or a blankie, the little small blanket, whatever your child calls as the favorite thing. Listen, most of the children have a perception that those things are real. And while everything is changing, including you going to work and leaving them there or that process, this trusted friend is always by their side, and therefore they feel comforted by the existence of it and the presence of it. So let them have it. The teachers will figure out a way to help the child be able to separate from their favorite stuffed animal or a doll or the blanket and put them in their cubby if that isn't what they do. Most of the schools will allow the children to have them where they can have access so that at least when the child misses and feel that they need comfort, they can go for it. Stay calm. I told you that I'm the one who did not know exactly what to expect, and I was worried about them like they wouldn't survive necessarily, and they were doing a very good job. So you staying calm and positive, the children start feeding off that, and of course it will be an easier transition for you and them. The other one is make those short goodbyes, sweet, sweet, sweet. Let it be present. Quick goodbyes, because long drawn goodbyes always increases the anxiety, because the child wonders, why is mommy staying longer? This must not be a safe place, because mommy wanna keep me safe. Keep your farewell brief and upbeat and happy and fun, so that both of you can be left with the same good memories. Trust the child and also trust the caregiver. Collaborate, collaborate, collaborate together. Offer your child a destructive activity where they can be able to go and do an activity, or lay an expectation as you go there. What is your favorite thing to do? Assuming that you have already collaborated with the teacher to talk about what your child would like to do. Most of the time it becomes hard because the child is wondering, how am I going to introduce myself to the classroom environment? So when you give them an activity or suggest an activity that they can do, you give them a leg up on how to go about it, because sometimes they don't know how. Think about it this way. When you are going for a meeting and you meet people, do you feel awkward a little bit? It's like, okay, where do I start? That is what the child feels. They are getting into a space where they do not know exactly how to introduce themselves. So help them look for an activity, engage them with the friends, speak with the teacher. The other one is collaborate with the teacher. Teachers are well equipped to handle your child with those cries, so trust them. But also on the other hand, the teaching job is so important, honestly, to be left just to teachers. You, the parent, are the first child's teacher. You are the one to teach the teacher how to handle your child. And so collaborate, collaborate, collaborate. Teach your child coping skills. Children will say, I am sad. And I go, me too, sometimes I feel sad. Would you like to know what I have done and how I felt better? I will tell them, let's blow the candle together. And I help them blow the candle. Of course, they don't realize that they're taking deep breaths. Whatever it is that you find for your child for a coping skill, positive reinforcement, do time in terms of events that will make it easier for the child. Stay consistent. I know this is challenging because we have different schedules, different transitions, different family dynamics, and we are busy. But when we are changing, it is so important to tell the child that things are changing. I hope this helps. Let me know what has worked for you by commenting below. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.